Alrighty, we got 10 minutes to market open. Right now, I'm really am just thinking bearish right now. We look over at NQ or ES. Sorry, ES is already at these highs here. They're 4 hour highs. We're already taking them out on the 4 hour. Here we haven't even come close to them. So that is why I am. That's why I'm looking to go shorts. Like we came out. So we got the. How can I explain this? We got break here. We came up, retrace into a 4 hour gap. Now we're getting a push out of this gap. But Eaton Q is already up here, so kind of getting SMT there. Um, so kind of just looking for right now. I'm looking for some sort of rotation back to the downside off this here. And Q had or ES had a pretty strong reaction here off this high. So just looking for some sort of continuation or some sort of change in order flow to the downside here. I was thinking this draw as my main draw. And honestly, I still kind of am thinking, but I think it's probably going to be this one here. What I'm thinking is we're going to set our 1-to-1, take our partial, or take our. It kind of just depends how far this pushes up before it starts rotating down. If it's super, super high, I don't want to stretch it out. So, um, if it's like tight, I feel like it can break. If it breaks structure, I can take my partials, and if it breaks structure and hold it till this low. If it doesn't, then just take the trade out. Yeah, that's why I'm bearish right now. So I think we're gonna start rotating off this high. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. We are, I believe, at all-time highs, literally on both indexes. So yeah, so yeah, these gaps aren't valid anymore, Greg, because we already came down and filled. Like we already, sorry, it doesn't show here, but here we already came back up and we pushed past this high, and on ES we already filled. Sorry, it was fucking what was it? Right here. This one had the gap, and on Nasdaq we already filled the gap on the 4 hour, and we're pushing towards this high. We already took it out on ES, and that's why I'm saying we can get some like an SMT here or something like along those lines. Um, but yeah. So now we're just kind of gonna wait for market opens, kind of see what happens, and then based off of like how market reacts and has certain things, we can start seeing what we got going for us. So that's that time frame. Let's look 45. We're gonna be looking above some highs here. If we sweep these out, like maintain them, I can see us. Obviously this shows bullish confluence here because broke 15, retraced and pushed higher. So there's that. This 30-minute. 45. Okay. Yeah, there's no really other gaps or anything. There's a 15-minute gap here. Not yet. This one opens at 8:30, so we'll see if we form that. 5 minutes. Played, pushing past right now. So this high as well. See, like right now we're forming a 5 minute SMT because look at where these candles are at right now, right? You see that? How high up it is? It's way up here. And then look at this. This is the same high right here. 720. 720. Um, so let me see how yes is 15 minutes looking. Okay. Okay. So yes is 15 minute is like this. Okay. So right now it's holding, right? Ideally I want it to hold. Um, ideally I want it to close below this. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. After this, okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. Okay, so yeah, this kind of plays towards my bias here. So right now, obviously NQ hasn't reached these at all. Where's the draws on here? It's down here. Honestly, yeah, I think I can get down to this low. Here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna take the trade on NQ because it's a lower index, right? But what I'm seeing right now is we're holding the 15-minute on ES. Ideally, what I want to see is this 15-minute off the reaction, this gap come down below this low here, and if ideally inverse this here, this little gap. Because right now it's respecting it, so ideally it should come back up to what would be this 15-minute high. So if it does like disrespect, it would be awesome if it could just push past all this. And if it does do that, it'll do that before we can get a 5-minute change of order flow here, and then so forth. So I'll look for a 5-minute change of order flow, and then go from there. So ideally we wanna hold this gap for us though. If it inverses, it's gonna be looking to go up to this high here. It's a tricky one today. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking at NQ over here. Like I'm saying, we're getting SMTs right now. Like right now, active, we're getting SMTs off those highs. Yeah, 2 minutes and we're inversing this right now. So if you do inverse, it's got to come up to this high at least. And if it does do that, and it holds, then we're gonna break hourly structure. If we do break hourly structure, I'm not gonna want to be bearish here. I would want maybe possibly want to. Well, it's 4-hour gap there. Like I want to be bearish fully, but you know, what time does candle close? 9 o'clock. Okay. Like I would want to see like a retracement to an hourly confluence before going long, if that makes sense. Right now we have this hourly gap here. Hasn't formed yet because there's still 30 minutes for that candle to close, but there's that. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say I'm going to take the trade on. If we do go short, we're going to be NASDAQ just because it's lower. If it does get up to these highs, though, it's the same shit. But okay, so market just opened. We did inverse this 50-minute, so I'm expecting market to want to get up to this high up here now on ES. Up to this high. What the fuck? Sorry, up to this high. But again, we'll see what happens here. It's all whatever market wants to do. So. Like if it does want to come down and push past this, that'd be awesome here for bearish confluences anyway. Okay, NQ just ripped. Again, that's fine. I mean, I don't mind taking out this high just because, like, again, it's coming off this 4-hour. So it's like next draw is like this 4-hour high. So it does make our SMT invalid, but right now we still have that 15 SMT between these 15-minute SMT, 5-minute SMT form between these two right here. So let's see if it stays that way, or holy smokes, or if it does not. Okay, so both indexes 5 all-time highs. Change of order flow in the 5-minute here is down here for this index. Okay. Just gonna have to keep being patient here. Okay, we're just ripping right now on both indexes. Kind of they're both looking right now. We just kind of have to see how it reacts here to these to this 4-hour high. That gap's invalid. These gaps down here are invalid as well. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we just kind of have to wait here, see if this ends up breaking on the hourly or kind of sweeps it out. Cause like right now, because it did that, it kind of just invalidated any sort of gaps like this gap. This 15 minute just got invalidated as well. Or no, this one didn't actually. Like this 15 minute could still retrace into. Um, yeah, but I want to see some bearish stuff come out of this. So, but if it breaks, then no bueno. No bueno for bearish at least for my bearish bias. Let's see what it does though. We kind of just have to wait. Kind of just ripped up. So not many confluences anymore. Marked out this hourly because if it does break structure here off this high, this 4 hour high, I'm looking to retrace down here. Like this is the next price zone where I'd be willing to trade, so I'd probably be done for the day, low key. Like I'll sit here, but I probably won't be taking a trade or anything because I'm not gonna. I want to kind of. I would want to rotate into gap. Shit, dude. Right now it's just ripping though. Almost up 1% on NQ. Okay, we're just forming this 5 minute gap. Let's see if we get let's see if it gets a pullback. See some sort of inverse or something. Yeah, Nasdaq is up 66%. Jesus. Alright. Alright, so ES is showing more bearish confluence than NQ is at the moment, so we'll up ES on here for you guys. Or more bearish moves, not confluence, because there's low-key nothing right now. Not even for longs, I would say low-key. It's invalid. So I just want to see a 5-minute break now. So because we formed this gap, kind of tapped into it, we moved back up to this high where we pushed to this high. This gap is now invalidated, so I'm just waiting for a 5-minute break right now. But I would also love to see some bearish shit come out of NQ. I'm not just gonna short this bitch just because ES is a little bearish. Yeah, Nasdaq is pushing into a 5-minute gap right now. All right, so like on NQ, these gaps are still valid just because we haven't taken out this, we haven't gone like pushed in and pushed back out these highs, 5 minute highs. So these gaps are still valid. We might be breaking structure right now on ES, but NQ is still bullish, or sorry, not bullish. Still just retracing into liquidity here. So. I haven't looked to short this though if I do get the opportunity. Just to this gap here. This is like another liquidity zone here, so there's another target we can short to. It's gonna take a little bit though. Might take a little longer to build or so like for example, if it does break this structure here, like if like right now it's breaking past this, it's a 4 hour high, but we should get a new 4 hour candle here in a little bit, yeah. Anyways, if it does break, you know, I don't want to be aiming for this low because technically next zone in liquidity where it can reverse off of is this here, this hourly. It doesn't necessarily need to move all the way down. It doesn't necessarily need to move all the way down to this low here, or this 4 hour low, because the next zone it could rotate off of is here. So yeah, that's gonna be my next target. Okay, so now these gaps are invalid as well in NQ just because we already pushed back up. So once we form this new fundamental low, I'm just looking for this low to get broken past. Right here. If not, it's gonna have to be this low down here. And then after that, I'm also gonna look at this 15 minute, look for this 15 minute to get filled or inversed, and then look to go lower. Just gotta keep being patient here though. So right now we're kind of just getting reactions off this gap on NQ that we just filled, and it's like retracement, you know, extension. That's all this is. So right now we're just being patient. Okay, we got that new low. We got that 5 minute low to form. So we're just trying to look for some sort of order flow change. But right now on I think here we are getting a reaction out of this gap. And sweeping out these 5 no-lows right now. Jesus Christ. So they're still looking to break to the downside. No, but just gotta keep on waiting. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a trade here today. Not if it keeps moving like this. Nasdaq's already up 1% on the day. Insane. Insane.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say but I keep waking up. Know you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass, man, a cheapskate, huh? Niggas gotta move on my release day, huh? Bitch, this is fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth. Baby got an ego twice the size of the crib. I can never tell a shit, it is what it is. Said what I had to and did what I did. Never turn my back on FBG, God forbid. Virgil got the paddock on my wrist, doing front flips. Giving you my number, but don't hit me on no dumb shit. Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush.
It's cool, man. Got red bottoms on. Life is good. You know what I mean? Like,
100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. I done flew one out of Spain to be in my domain, automotive, bitch. Dropped $3 on the ring, cause it been the truck, little bitch. I was in the trap, serving cocaine, they ain't been the same since. Granny, she was standing right there while I catch a play on the brick. I made them little niggas go haywire, Taliban in this bitch. I done been down bad in them trenches, had to ride with that stick. Who gave you pills, who gave that dust, Pluto sent you on the dick. Too many convicts, they enrolled me to play with this shit. Found about nonsense, get old summer spraying this bitch. They had the counter like lighting it up, nigga, anybody can get it. I'm on a PJ lighting it up, backwood full of sticky. I'm trying to tote that Drake on London, and it's extended. They gotta stretch it, nigga, how we gon' die for this shit? Yeah, I ride for my niggas, I lie, my bitch. We some poor, high class niggas, made it be rich.
I really just broke. Or 4 hour just broke as well. So the 1 hour.
I got things told that talk different languages. Got promethazine in my blood and Percocet. 100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. I done flew one out of Spain to be in my domain, automotive, bitch. Dropped $3 on the ring, cause it been the truck, little bitch. I was in the trap, serving cocaine, they ain't been the same sense. That's by the time I call it Serena.
Honestly, I think we go ahead and call it a day. Just the way market's moving, I don't see myself catching any trade too. Yeah, I mean there might be some sort of like, might get to a point where we consolidate on the 5 minute, get a rotation, and we start moving into these hourly gaps. But just the way market's pushing right now, I don't know. Nasdaq's already up 1%, so don't really like my options right now. Because the only other trade I'd be looking for is like to short down to these lows to this hourly, but that's gonna take a while to form. Or to long out of these hours, but that's gonna take a while to form. That might not be until like tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, no. Yeah, there's not much to trade here, to be honest. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day, get my day started with. But yeah, so just for this week, this is kind of what it's looking for. Like, we're in May now. Here, that's what it's looking like. We got this is it. This was what April looked like. I'm just gonna do this account because all my other accounts like this big one here, like this one that tracks, but it's kind of fucked. It doesn't track like appropriately and stuff. So I'm just gonna do like the win rate and stuff for this account for the month of April.
Shorty back, she get it from her mama. I do what I do and she do what she wanna. That's a fact, ain't no cap. Me and Chef had to run up them racks. If we missed it, we doubling back. 2018, I was stuck in a trap. Fell in love and I got too attached. Heart got broken, ain't no coming back. If you up it, ain't no coming back. Fuck on my ops, it ain't no coming back. Is you with it? If you up it, I up it, let's get it. Sleepy ain't feel no love in a minute, but fuck it, cause I ain't been broke in a minute. And your bitch hit me up, said she just wanna fuck, cause she ain't feeling structured in a minute. You know me, I be hitting it different. So you can't get it back when I'm finished. So you can't get it when I'm cooking, I'm not in the kitchen. I'm probably somewhere out of town doing business. So I'm sorry if I couldn't kick it. I got a tattoo, I had to go miss it. Said she love me, that's part of my mission. Niggas be fake, gotta keep them a distance. Baby, stop all that tripping, you should just listen. 3 words, my body different. I'm too wavy, no therapy can save me. Took L's been winning lately, locked in, ain't no escaping.
Alright. So end of this month on this account specifically, I was up 442. That can't be right. Oh yeah, no, that can be right. That can be right. Yeah, because I had this account. Yeah, okay. No, that can be right. That can be right. That's for just this month. Wait, no. No, yeah. I just didn't do last month in the red then on this account. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I ended up making 442 this month. With, what is it? What would that be, like a 46% win rate? Which, I mean, that's good. It just shows that I'm taking, my wins are bigger than my losses. But I'm gonna try to do better at tracking the statistics these for the next few months. I'm gonna go get a notebook and I'm gonna write down like the index, the contracts I had open, contracts index. I'll write down like the risk to reward ratio, and then whether it was a short or long, things like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go get one today. I'm gonna set it up, and we're gonna use that for the rest of this month, May. And if it's just a no trade day, then we'll just no trade, write it down there. But yeah, overall this month was kind of rough, to be honest. This week was really rough for us, but this is the day I got tilted. These 2 trades were stupid trades. Well, I think one of them was, the other one maybe not so much. But just got to keep learning, keep moving forward. So not the worst month, better than last month, so that's good. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off this. I don't see a trade coming anytime soon, because to be honest, for me, we're so stretched right now, right? Ideally, my next draw is just hourly, but for me to be confident in doing that, I would have to see, first off, maybe an order flow change here, or these gaps getting validated by push down, push into it, push out, passes high, maybe sweeps it, whatever. But I would also want to see the 15 minutes get filled and pushed out of, because like the 5 minute can change order flow to downside, but then 15 minutes comes down this gap. I would want to take shorts to this if it inverts this gap. If not, I wouldn't want to, because it doesn't. If it didn't, it necessarily doesn't mean it's going to push down to here yet. So I think it's going to take some time to develop if it does want to come down to this. So yeah, I just don't see an opportunity right now, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off this. But yeah, I'm going to go get a journal, set that up for this month, and then so we can get more accurate statistics. I'll take like averages and stuff of my like average risk reward, average like win, average loss, because that's what technically this is kind of calculating here, but it fucks it up whenever it tracks all my accounts. So I'm not going to be tracking like profits or anything. I'm literally just going to be tracking or I'll track profits too. Yeah, I'll have to track profits too, because like I said, it fucked up the profits on this one. So anyway, I'll track profits as well, losses, all that, and we'll have like a month, end of month P&L type shit and stuff like that. Yeah, but it should be a little clearer vision how the month's going and stuff like that. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'm gonna call it a day. See you guys on Monday. or maybe Monday. Also, I gotta set up my May calendar as well, so I haven't really looked at next month, but let's take a quick look. Yeah, next week, Monday, not Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we're gonna go ahead and say not Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and yeah, not Friday or Tuesday. So yeah, 9 a.m. to 6:30. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and call it. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Not Friday, not Tuesday, but Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. So yeah, we're going to call it good for today though.